Dear students, 8th class math new book chapter number 3 understanding quadrilaterals. Next exercise 3.3 and we will be doing the first two questions of this exercise in this video. So watch and listen to the video very carefully, note down all the answers, but later on do practice doing all these questions yourselves. So let's get started. Question number 1 is given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with the definition or property used. So these are the blanks given to us 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's do one by one, and these are the reasons, definitions or the properties used. Now AD and there is a sign of is equal to. AD is equal to BC. Why? Because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. This is the property. Then second is angle DCB, and there is an equal sign. So this angle is equal to BAD, angle BAD. Why? Because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. We have been told that it's a parallelogram ABCD. So these are the properties of parallelograms. Opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. Then another is OC is equal to OA. OC is equal to, they have given the sign is equal to. So OC is equal to OA. Why? Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. They could have, instead of OC, they could have given OD. If it were OD, then we would have to write OB. OD is equal to OB, OA is equal to OC, AD is equal to BC, and AB is equal to CD. Then the last is measurement of angle DAB plus measurement of angle CDA. So this angle and this angle plus is equal to 180 degree. This is the fourth property of parallelograms, that adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Supplementary means, in other words, their sum is 180 degree. So these are the answers and these are the properties of parallelograms on the basis of which we have filled up these blanks. So do practice this question very carefully. It will help you get familiarized with the properties of a parallelogram. Okay, next question now. Question number 2, it has got 5 parts. Consider the following parallelograms. Find the values of the unknowns x, y, z. So this is the first diagram, number 1. So we have to find x, y, z, and this one angle 100 degrees is given. So we write the reason or the property first. We know that the sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. Now x is adjacent to 100. So x plus 100 is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 100 goes to the right hand side, becomes negative. So it becomes x is equal to 180 minus 100 is equal to 80 degree. This is the value of x. Now similarly z plus 100 is equal to 180 because z is also adjacent to 100. So z plus 100 also is 180 degree. 100 goes to the right. So z is equal to 180 minus 100 is equal to 80 degrees. Now we have to find y. We also know that now this we will be using the second property. So we also know that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So y will be equal to 100. So y is equal to 100 degrees. So simple. If we know the properties, using the properties we can easily find the values of x, y, z. Next part now. Part number 2. Slightly different now. So first we use that property. We know that the sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. So x is adjacent to 50. So x plus 50 is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 50 goes to the right, becomes negative. So 180 minus 180 minus 50 is equal to 130 degrees. Now y is also adjacent to 50. So similarly y plus 50 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, or y is equal to 180 minus 50 is equal to 130 degrees. So x is also 150 and y is also 130 and y is also 130. Now we have to find z, which is outside. So here we will use the lines and angles, parallel lines. We know that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel. So this line, this side is parallel to this side. And this side, third side becomes the transversal. So if this line and this line is parallel, and then we have this line as transversal. So then y and z become equal. Z becomes equal to y. Why? Because these are interior alternate angles which are equal to each other. So this parallel line, this line and this line which are parallel to each other is being intersected by this line which is acting like a transversal. So y and z, they are interior alternate angles and hence equal. So now z is equal to y, and y we have calculated as 130 degree. So therefore z is equal to also 130 degrees. Next part number 3. Very interesting now. So we have a parallelogram like this, and these diagonals are intersecting each other at right angles. So from here we can easily judge that this parallelogram is a rhombus, because in a rhombus the diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. So this symbol, this sign is indicative of 90-degree angle and it is opposite to x. So x is equal to, straight away we get the answer, 90 degree, vertically opposite angles. And now we take this triangle, 30 degree plus x plus y. 30 degree plus x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Why? Triangle angle sum property. The sum of angles, or the sum of the angles of any triangle, is 180 degree. X is 90 degree. So we put 30 plus 90 in place of x, plus y is equal to 180 degree. Or y is equal to 180 degree minus 30 minus 90. So 90 and 30, 120 minus 120. So y is equal to 180 minus 120 is equal to 60 degrees. So we got y also. Now we have to find z. So z is equal to y. Why z is equal to y? Because this line, this side of rhombus or parallelogram, and this side, they are the opposite sides and they are parallel to each other. And this diagonal is acting like a transversal. So this angle between the transversal and the parallel side is equal to this angle which is between the transversal and the other parallel side. So this angle is equal to this angle because these are interior alternate angles. And y we have found out is 60 degree. Therefore z also is equal to 60 degree. Fourth part number 4, we have a parallelogram like this and one exterior angle z like that. Very simple. So we take this x first. We know that the sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree. So x plus 80. X plus 80 is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 180 minus 80 is equal to 100 degrees. So simple. Now y is opposite to this angle. So also opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So y is equal to 80 degree. Now z is equal to y. Now z is equal to y. Why? Because this side, and this side, these are the opposite sides of the parallelogram and they are parallel to each other. And this side is acting like a transversal. So this angle z and this angle y, they are equal to each other because they form a pair of interior alternate angles which are always equal. So z is equal to y and y is equal to 80 degrees. So z also is equal to 80 degrees. So this angle is 100, this is 80 and this is also 80. Last part now, part number 5. So we have a parallelogram like this and we have a diagonal like this drawn. So y is equal to 112. First of all, we find y, which is opposite to this angle. Why? Opposite angles of a parallelogram equal. So simple. Now the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We will use the triangle's angle sum property. So y plus 40 plus 40 plus x, this triangle. We are taking this triangle. So y plus 40 plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So y is 112 plus 40 plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 180 degrees minus 112 minus 40. So it becomes 28 degrees. So x is equal to 28 degrees. Now z is equal to x. This z is equal to x. Why? Because this line or this side of the parallelogram and this side of the parallelogram, they are the opposite sides of this parallelogram, hence they are parallel to each other, and this diagonal is acting like a transversal. So angle between this transversal and this parallel side, one of the parallel sides, this angle, and this parallel side and this transverse, this angle, they form a pair of interior alternate angles which are always equal. So z is equal to x and x is equal to how much? 28 degrees. Thus z also is equal to 28 degrees. So this is how, dear students, these questions have to be done. So they have given you in the book 5 parts, all of which we have solved. So do practice all these parts on your own, and then you see, then no matter what type of question comes in the examination with any figure, you will be able to solve them without any problem. So dear students, keep doing your studies in a regular and disciplined manner, and goodbye till the next video. Thank you very much.